All praise is due to Allah, the most exalted, the creator, the nourisher, and the sustainer of the world, the one and the only one, who deserves all praise and thanks, tabaraka wa ta'ala, for his grace and bounties upon us beyond counting and enumeration. We thank him, we seek his compassion, we seek for his asylum, and we beg him, tabaraka wa ta'ala, in humility and contrivance, to let us know our faults so that we correct them. And we beg him, tabaraka wa ta'ala, to grant us knowledge of our own deen, for Allah is exceedingly merciful and immensely, tabaraka wa ta'ala, glorious, tabaraka wa ta'ala. May Allah, tabaraka wa ta'ala, continue to send his peace and blessings to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, bearing witness that Allah is one who deserves true worship, and bearing witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his final messenger to the whole community of mankind. May Allah continue, tabaraka wa ta'ala, to make us be on his path until our last point of life in this world, and may Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala raise us among his ummah on the day of standing. Brothers and sisters in Islam, our sermon today centers on turmoils, troubles, and tribulations in the society today. What is the solution, and where is safety? Brothers in Islam, fear Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, and to fear him is to be conscious of him tabaraka wa ta'ala, the most high and the most exalted, and that be careful not to put your hand in what will cost you your own perdition and destruction in this life. Be careful of the troubles, turmoils of the end of time. Be careful. Be careful of the turmoils and troubles affecting your own creed, your own aqidah. Be careful of all troubles bedeviling our own good attitudes, and be careful of deviant thoughts and attitudes. Be careful of deviant behaviors while you partake in your various businesses wherever you find yourself. Be careful and avoid false testimony. Avoid vain talks. Be careful and avoid hate speeches. Hate speeches are pregnant with so many dangers which cause war and shedding of blood. Be careful of hate speeches. Be careful and be distant away from attacks on personalities, attacks on properties of people, attacks on bodies of people. Be careful, be distant away from that. Allah the Most High says in the glorious Quran, to cause trouble is worse than even shedding blood. To cause trouble. Causing trouble is greater than shedding blood elsewhere in the glorious Quran. Allah Ta'ala says, and be careful of the consequences of troubles. Be careful of the consequences of troubles in the community, which if you don't stand firm to warn against, not only the perpetrators will be inflicted with the bad consequences. Even those who decide to keep mute, that what is my business? My son is not included, and I'm elsewhere there. Nobody can come to me, but you are there. That the bad consequence of that trouble will not leave you there. It will go and fetch you there. May Allah save us against the bad consequences of troubles, turmoils, and whatever commotion and problematic situations. Allah the Most High says, indeed, your wealth and your children are fitna, are troubles in themselves if you don't tend them through the Islamic teaching. They can become troubles to you. The way we see today, may Allah wa ta'ala save us against levity and naivety in discharging His imperatives of doing that which we are supposed to do. Allah the Most High has warned us against trouble, brothers and sisters in Islam. It is not hidden to any discerning mind today. These troubles, deviant behaviors, chaos, and so on and so forth that permeated our own societies today, to the extent of being spreaded into our streets, into our markets, even right inside our own homes, inside our own homes. These troubles, fitna, trouble, turmoils, to cause chaos, problematic situations. In the wider perspective of this word, fitna means whatever causes fear, whatever causes tremble, whatever causes a bad situation, whatever shakes the society, whatever shakes the good living within the community is trouble. And whatever is intended to cause trouble in the religion or to dissuade people from the right path of the religion, all these are fitna and these are troubles, and may Allah wa ta'ala save us against this fitna. Allah wa ta'ala in the glorious Quran says it is because of that we mandated in the Torah. We mandated in the Torah on the people of Israel that whoever causes the death, causes the death of an innocent person, it is as if he has caused the death of the whole humankind. Because whoever does not respect the sanctity of the life of a single human being, if he doesn't have for one, it is as if it's for the whole world. Whoever doesn't respect the sanctity of one individual, then this by extension means even the whole community, he has no respect for the sanctity of the lives of the people in the human community. And whoever preserves the sanctity of the lives of innocent, or the life of the innocent of an innocent person, will be as if he has protected the whole lives of the human community. Elsewhere Allah says, kill not yourself, you by yourself. Shoot not yourself. Poison not yourself. No, extend it to another person, for Allah has been exceedingly beneficent and immensely merciful to you. Why do you do this? Today, unfortunately, in the Muslim community, what type of society are we living in? What type of community? Today, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Thugs in the society can just come within a twinkling of an eye with weapons and begin to attack people. Ma'am, kill, and so on and so forth, without not any just cause. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. According to the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, be among the people, hasten to the performance of righteous deeds, for there shall come a fitna, a trouble, a problematic situation, and will permeate the whole society the way a dark night engulfs the whole world. A Muslim will wake up as a Muslim, but before evening has become a Kafir. a Muslim. In the morning, he prayed Subuh prayer and he did whatever he's supposed to do, but by evening he has become a kafir. And by evening he is a Muslim, but in the next morning he's already a kafir, because he is selling his own faith with stipends of this world, quite unfortunately. Joining political party, joining one group or the other that is antithetical to the teaching of Islam. فَإِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. This hadith is transmitted by a Muslim. In another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ swore, saying, I swear by him in whose hand my son is. The end of time will not come until a day comes when an attacker, blood-sucker, trouble causer, troublemaker that sheds blood, if he kills and is arrested, if you ask him, why did you kill him, he will not be able to tell you the reason. He has stolen something from you, he killed your son, he killed your... Nothing like that. And should the victim be raised up and be asked, what have you done to warrant that this man kills you? He said, I don't even know also. Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel. This hadith is transmitted by a Muslim. In the hadith of Abu Musa al-Ash'ari radiyallahu anhu, he said Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was once discussing with us things that will happen before the end of time, alayhi salatu wassalam, that there will be a lot of chaos, commotion, trouble, and problematic situations. They said, what does it mean? He said, lies, homicides, and so on and so forth. Lies and homicide all over the place. The way you see today. All over the place. Tony Blair, who has joined hands with America to kill millions of Iraq. For what reason? Because they attacked Britain, because the kill is Iraq. Is gone. Russia, that is bombarding Syria. For what reason? Because Syria did something to them. Nothing. Things and so on and so forth. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Simple squabbles and quarrels. People will take two weapons, dangerous ones, and kill. Therefore, he said, lies and homicides, unwarranted killings, and so on and so forth. They said, fight between us and non-believers. They said, more than the fight we engage between us and unbelievers. He said, no, not fight between you and the unbelievers, but between you Muslims, you'll be killing yourselves. La ilaha illallah. Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A Muslim to kill a Muslim. To an extent, until a man kills his neighbor, kills his brother, until he kills his uncle and the son of his own uncle. They were flabbergasted and worried. Ya Rasulullah, where will our senses be? Those times he said, no, the senses of the people at that time will be lost. Their own senses will go. And people who perpetrate this evil will think they are on the right path, but they are not on the right path according to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Parents, fathers and mothers, where are you going? Fathers and mothers, where are you going? Where are you going? What is the mandatory teaching of Islam of providing charity, good upbringing to our own children, and bequeathing to them sound education? You think yours is just to bring a child to the world? Where is the accompanying responsibility upon you? There we are. As Muslims, let us ask ourselves. In just a single street, the occupants of which about maybe, okay, say 100 or 300, one troubled child could not be called to order. They will not be able to do that because we are cowards. We are cowards. And people decide to just keep mute. And this is indeed really very, very dangerous. Allah says, oh, you will believe. Guard yourselves and your own families, the chastisement of hellfire. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, all of you are shepherds, and each of you will be asked how he shepherds his own flock. In a saying, a young man on the day of standing will hold the collar of his father and take him to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala and say, oh Allah, this is my father. He has not brought me in an Islamic way to obey you and to do that which you have commanded. Therefore, if you don't do it, don't think you will get saved. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala relieve us of these troubled moments. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala grant parents the ability to be able to really train their own children, to bequeath good legacies unto them, and to teach them the mandatory Islamic knowledge. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah.